What's something that you've done while horny and you regret it? Drove 1,200 miles. Asked my wife if she was interested in us getting a butt plug. She gave me a confused look and said if you're into it, sure. And then after purchasing realized that we both had different ideas on who it was for. Edit, wow, I've never had a post get this much attention. So, this is one of the most mortifying things to ever happen to me. To anyone who didn't see my reply. I was intending the butt plug to be for her, because we'd done some light butt play before. But when I asked about it, she thought I wanted to use it. It's buried in a closet somewhere, still in its packaging. To this day I'm still too embarrassed to bring it up, and needless to say, she's not very interested in a butt plug. The worst part is, I picked out like a medium size and thinking back, she was like, oh, okay. Go big or go home I guess, babe. Thanks for the awards y'all. We both had different ideas on who it was for. So did you get a second one or just share? I hope they got a matching his/hers set. When I was about 12 to 13, I had just learned about sex. One day I was super horny and was playing with my dad's back massager. I quickly realized that it felt really good to press it on my dick. I took it into my bedroom and went to town. My mom was walking by and heard the noise, so she just let herself in. Needless to say, things were weird after that for a bit, and she hid the massager. Yep, that was definitely your dad's back massager. Try again. Exactly my thought, ha ha ha. Mom was prob embarrassed. When I was a stupid teen, I put an ice cube in my vagina. My reasoning was that if hot water felt nice, maybe something extremely cold would. It did not feel nice, it was horrible, and I couldn't remove it. 3 minutes of agony. You should have then added hot water and watch them balance. This is a recipe for an actual thundercunt. Using shampoo to jerk off. Worst piss pain ever. Just use conditioner, so much better. Edit, funny thing is I don't jerk off anymore. I have absolutely nothing against people who do, I just personally don't. For this comment to get all these upvotes, it's been hilarious. So, thanks for the upvotes guys. You're appreciated. I was edging for 3 hours. Had the idea that tying my dick with a shoelace would hold everything together for at least another hour. It held on for 2 and nutted so hard I felt some pain on my abdomen and legs. Took me an extra hour to sleep and the next day my whole body was fatigued. Thought I twisted my testicle or some shit. I recovered after around 48 hours. Edit, thank you for the awards. Also for context, I live alone and life got stuck in limbo when the pandemic ramped up. I edged from 8 p.m. to some time past 1 a.m. I had no regard for health, which explains my lack of hydration, so no, it wasn't drugs, I was just an idiot, I probably still am. No, it was never a good idea in the first place, that was sort of the point. Yes, it was the best nut of my life. I loved how scientific the ending was. That's the post-nut clarity intelligence boost. Why does Belgium exist? In my early teen years, I accidentally made my clit burn using Vicks VapoRub that was supposed to give it a tingling sensation. I watched way too much BDSM and got ideas. I was in immense pain and was lying spread out under cold water to try and make it stop, and I couldn't tell my extremely religious parents or they would freaked out. I watched a lot of BDSM porn, but when I tried that stuff, it hurt. Is like the quintessential answer to this question. This is the problem. People think they are into BDSM but they aren't, and they find out the hard way. If you think you're a masochist but aren't sure, start with something easy like spanking. A lot of people are into the social-emotional dynamics of BDSM but not any pain or discomfort. There are ways to accomplish that, but they don't look much like hardcore BDSM porn. Me and my friend were supposed to take a visiting foreign professor for drinks. After a couple of beers, the guy told us that he wanted to see some women. We took him to a softcore strip club. After the first beer, the guy said that he wanted something more extreme. Prostitution is legal in my country, and we took the guy to probably the largest bar with sex workers of our city. It was a bizarre place, and after a few minutes our reputable visiting academic sealed the deal with a lady. The guy went with the lady to her room and came back after about 15 minutes. Suddenly the guy said that he was tired and wanted to head back to his hotel. On the ride back, the guy started weeping and telling us about his family and giving us advice about why we should love and respect our partners. I had never seen so much post-nut regret in my life. Sad guy. Maybe confessing his post-nut regret is his kink. Ah, yes. This is something I can get behind, thank you, a penicillin overeater. Not my story, but my old band mates. So here we have a horny teenager. He was maybe 16 at the time and he just came out as gay this year. He had been experimenting and we were brothers, so he would always overshare these experiences. Well, one day he tells me he had made a huge mistake. He really wanted to know what something bigger than his fingers felt like, and he had heard of people using cucumbers as dildos. That said, he only had pickles at home. He did not, however, account for the vinegar and spices. I don't know the pain he felt, but I do know he regretted it immediately. Edit, this is the most upvoted thing I've ever had on Reddit. For what it's worth, he played bass. Thanks, guys. That is not the direction I thought that was going. He had been experimenting and we were brothers. Asked a escort to come over to my house at 2 a.m. instead of jerking off like you know for free. Well, she and 3 other guys ended up kicking in my door and robbing me in my house. Oh, 10 never again. Edit, holy shit, thank you for the awards. This is my most popular comment by far, I appreciate you all. I'm just a innocent 22 yo, but come on dude, hotel room. Honestly, I couldn't afford both. Lol, my roommates were out for the night and I figured duck it, what could go wrong? I think you found out what could go wrong. Lol. Almost got a bar of soap stuck in my booty hole. Edit, wow, thanks for the awards guys. I can't believe my first comment to blow up is about the time I became a human soap dispenser. Got jizz in my ear, ended up with an ear infection, try explaining to a doctor what the foreign liquid is in your ear when you're 15. Hey guys, thank you for the awards and upvotes. For clarification, this happened in 1987 and was purely accidental. Tried to suck my own dick while taking a bath while with hips up. Surprise, surprise, tubs are slippery and I ended up with my neck caught under my arm as I did a back roll and landed on my side. Involuntarily gasped in pain and began to choke on water. Almost drowned in my own ducking bathtub. My neck also hurt like hell for a week. Edit, no Jesus fuck. Why didn't I post this on a throwaway? Thanks for the awards, gonna drown my sorrows in karma. Could been worse. Could came into your own mouth and then have to deal with that within the instant post, not clarity. Sex with my ex, the same day I moved out. We had broken up earlier, but it took a couple of months before I managed to find a place to move all my stuff. Afterwards, I just laid there and hugged her hard, didn't want to let go. Just laid there in a cuddly mess for half an hour, covered in sweat and other bodily fluids, but most of all, tears. I don't know why the duck I did that to myself. It was supposed to make us both feel better and relieve stress, but it was just torture. I should have just left much earlier. Preferably when she wasn't at home. That sounds rough. I hope things worked out well for you both. It has been 5 years now. Have had a few brief relations since, one of which I still have intense emotions for. But I sometimes still miss her. Miss what we had, and what we fantasized about for the future. It doesn't happen often, but it has happened that I've woken up in the morning and just briefly recalled her scent before I opened my eyes, and just for a fleeting second been back with her in my mind. I'm thankful for the time we had. Life goes on. And I hope she has found what she was looking for. I've been there somewhat. I hope you're doing good, man, and that you find someone amazing in the near future. Was at bar, ran into the hot girl from high school, she was still hot. We hit it off, had fun for the night, gave her a ride home. I was super horny and thought this was gonna be amazing. She did not invite me inside, so I just went home sad but still horny. So proceeded to pull on the old cum dispenser. Had a great time, felt way better. As I was cleaning up, she calls me and wants me to come over because she is lonely. I think, hey, I might still have some spunk left in my junk. I head over, we start getting frisky and I cannot make the soldier stand to attention. She crying thinking it's her fault. I tell her what happened and we try again, still can't get it to wake up. Between the alcohol and my balls empty, he was just a limp noodle. She asked me to leave and felt like a pile of shit. Never did hear from her again. Damn.